Good morning, students. So, last class we studied about valency bond theory, how sigma bond and pi bond are formed, and what is the difference between sigma bond and pi bond. And again, I have also give you what are the postulates of valency shell electron pair repulsion theory. Now let us discuss what is this valency shell electron pair repulsion theory. In short, that is known as VSEPR theory. Valency shell electron pair repulsion theory. So actually what is this? So whenever a polyatomic molecule is formed, the central atom is surrounded by so many number of atoms. So the unpaired electron of this central atom form bond pairs with the unpaired electron of the single electron of surrounding atoms. First one. And what are the electrons that remain as paired that are known as lone pair or unshared pair of electrons? And being similarly charged, the lone pair electrons as well as the bond pair electrons, they want to repel each other, and also they want to remain in a minimum repulsion. And the minimum repulsion is possible when these are maximum distance apart. And these electron pairs the atom adjust themselves in such a way so that they remain in maximum distance apart. And due to this arrangement, the molecules get different shapes. And the force of repulsion in all cases is not same. The lone pair repulsion is greater than the lone pair repulsion than that of bond pair repulsion. Okay. So up to this we know, and here we are going to discuss how to determine the structures of different molecules. So look here another 2 points to know according to this VSEPR theory. Another 2 points you have to know, that is, if an atom is surrounded by all the same bond pair electrons and similar atoms, then that molecule has a regular shape. It has a regular shape. But if an atom is surrounded by both lone pair of electrons and bond pair of electrons and also different types of atoms, then we can say it has a irregular shape, or it has a irregular geometry. But if it is arranged by all the bond pair electrons and the similar atoms, then it has a regular geometry and it has a regular shape. Okay. So first note down these 2 points. Later we will discuss these with some examples. So look here. If the central atoms are linked to similar atoms and surrounded by bond pair electrons only, then the shape of the molecule is symmetrical and the molecule is said to have a regular geometry. For example, suppose we consider CH4, then we can say here the carbon atom is surrounded by only bond pair electrons and similar hydrogen atoms. So in this way we can say this shape of methane molecule is regular, or it has a regular geometry and it has particular shape, as a tetrahedral shape. So how this shape we will discuss later. Okay, so in this way. And if the central atom is linked to dissimilar atoms and surrounded by lone pair of electrons as well as bond pair electrons. For example, if we consider about ammonia, so in ammonia Nitrogen is surrounded by 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair electrons. In this way, we can say it has a irregular geometry. And what is its shape? We will discuss. Okay, so it has an irregular shape. So its shape is different. Okay, so the center is surrounded by dissimilar atoms and surrounded by lone pair of electrons as well as bond pair of electrons. Then it has an irregular geometry. So with these 5 points, you have to add these 2 points also for this VSEPR theory. Let us discuss one by one. Suppose if a molecule is surrounded by 3 pair of electrons and all are bond pairs, then its structure should be trigonal planar. Then its structure should be trigonal planar. Look here. Suppose we consider about the formation of boron trifluoride BF3. So in BF3, boron surrounded by 3 fluorine atoms. So in boron, this is 3 fluorine atoms. In this way, its shape is irregular. So what should be its structure and what is the actual structure, actual shape? It is determined from this valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. So how we can determine? For example, suppose look at the boron. Boron has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. Then 1s2, 2s2 and 2p1. Boron has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. It has 3 valency electrons. So as it has 3 valency electrons and it forms only 3 bonds. So boron and 3 valency electrons and it forms 3 bonds. So fluorine has unpaired electrons. It has 3 unpaired electrons. Now one from s orbital, it comes to this p orbital. So boron has 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. This is in its ground state. In excited state, one electron from this 2s orbital come to this 2p orbital. So in excited state, it becomes 1s2, 2s1, 2px1 and 2py1. As one electron from here is excited to here, it has 3 unpaired electrons. So 3 unpaired electrons or single electrons. Then fluorine has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz1. So it has 1 electron. This fluorine now shares its electron. So this fluorine shares its electron in 3 ways. So in this it is only surrounded by bond pair electrons. So as it is only surrounded by bond pair electrons and the force of the similar fluorine atoms and the force of repulsion among the bond pair also bond pair repulsion, here bond pair repulsion and here also bond pair repulsion. In all cases, as there is bond pair repulsions, the bond pair repulsions is there, the repulsive interaction is same in all cases. In this way, it has a regular geometry. So its expected structure, if any atom surrounded by 3 pair of electrons, then its expected structure is trigonal planar, and as it is surrounded by only the 3 pair of structures, so 3 bond pairs, its actual structure is also trigonal planar. Okay. Similarly, if we consider about methane, so methane has also a regular geometry. So its expected structure is tetrahedral and its actual structure is also tetrahedral. So that the electron pairs remain in maximum distance. In this way, they acquire the tetrahedral. So this is the regular geometry. So if it is surrounded by only bond pairs, then it has only a regular geometry. So this is known from valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. If any molecule surrounded by the 4 number of electrons here, nitrogen surrounded by 4 pair of electrons, but one has lone pair and 3 of them are bond pair. So it has now not the regular tetrahedral structure, it has different geometry, that is pyramidal geometry. And how this electron pair depends on its geometry, that will be given by a chart. So note down or just mark this chart. Here I am going to give a chart so that you can easily find out what should be the structure if it is only surrounded by the bond pair electrons, or if it is surrounded by bond pair as well as lone pair electrons. So what should be the expected structure and what is the actual structure, that will you can better know from the chart what I am going to give here. Look here. So this is the first chart. So first type of electron pair, then expected geometry, types of electron pair and types of molecule, actual geometry, example. Okay. So if this is surrounded by two number of electron pair, then the expected geometry is linear and types of electron pair. So if there is two, so minimum two bond pair required. So in this way, two bond pair and 0 lone pair, and types of molecule is AB2. Actual geometry is also linear. Example BeCl2 comes under this. Next for 3. So if the surrounded by 3 total number of electron pairs, then its expected geometry is trigonal planar. So linear means bond angle 180 degree here. This is trigonal planar. And the bond pairs arrange themselves in such a way it becomes trigonal planar and bond angle become 120 degree. And the arrangement is 1H, 3 bond pair, 0 lone pair. This is called molecule of type AB3. A the central atom, B for bond pair, and another arrangement for total 3 pair which is possible, that is 2 bond pair and 1 lone pair. This is the type of molecule called AB2L type. A bond pair and lone pair. So 2 bond pair, 1 lone pair, total 3. So total 3 means a structure should be trigonal planar, should be. But as the bond pair repulsion is different from that of lone pair bond pair repulsion, the lone pair bond pair repulsion is greater than bond pair repulsion. So the shape of molecule is slightly changed, and instead of it become, so if this is 3, it becomes same, that is trigonal planar, but in this case it becomes bent shape. Okay, so in this case it becomes bent shape. So it becomes bent shape or angular. We can say bent or angular. So angle now no longer remain this 120 degree. It becomes somehow less from that of 120 degree. So this is the example trigonal planar. BF3SO3 comes under this because pi bond do not participate in the shape, and bent and angular, so it becomes example sulfur dioxide, SO2. Similarly, if the total number of electron pair is 4, then its shape should be, so the bond pair arrange themselves in such a way so that the bond angle among them become tetrahedral. The expected geometry is tetrahedral, and as this is 4 and minimum 2 bond pair, it has 3 types of arrangement. Look here, one arrangement is 4 bond pair and 0 lone pair, no lone pair. Then this molecule type is called AB4 and its actual geometry. So if what is the expected, the total number of electron pair is 4 and if all are bond pair, then it has the geometry as its expected geometry. Its geometry is as its expected geometry. So it has molecule AB4. So it has shape again tetrahedral. Again tetrahedral. And the example is carbon methane and carbon tetrachloride, etc. And here the bond angle is 109 degree 28 minute. The bond angle. Okay. Similarly, total electron pair 4. Another arrangement 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair. Then the molecule type is called AB3L type. So it has now the shape is changed. As total expected geometry is tetrahedral, but the shape is changed and it becomes trigonal pyramidal. Trigonal pyramidal. So molecule example ammonia, phosphine, phosphorus trichloride, etc. Okay, and bond angle less than 109 degree 28 minute. Similarly, another arrangement is also possible if 2 lone pair and 2 bond pair. This molecule type is called AB2L type, AB2L2 type, 2 lone pair. So its shape is now V shape, or we can say angular shape, V shape or angular shape. Example H2O, H2S, etc. And bond angle is also less than that of 109 degree 28 minutes. So first note down this, and next I am going to give you another examples and another data for how to determine the structures. Now come here. If it is surrounded by 5 electron pair, then the expected geometry is trigonal bipyramidal and the bond angle between them is 2 types. One is 120 degree and another 90 degree. So actually 3 remain 1, 2, 3 in this way in a planar, another remain above, another remain below. And if you join this, then it gives you a trigonal bipyramidal shape. So there are 3 types of arrangement in total 5. It is 5, 0, 4, 1, 3, 2. So 5 bond pair, 0 lone pair, AB5 type. Its shape is trigonal planar bipyramidal. Example PCl5 and PF5. Similarly, for 4,1, the type of molecule is AB4L type, 4 bond pair, 1 lone pair. This structure becomes seesaw shape, or we can say distorted trigonal bipyramidal shape. An example, SA4 comes under this. Similarly, another 3 lone pair, 3 bond pair and 2 lone pair. So its shape is AB3L2 type. AB3L2 type, this is T shape. Example ICl3Cl3. Similarly, for 6 octahedral, this is total 60, total of all are bond pair known as AB6 type. Shape is geometry is also octahedral. Example SF6. Similarly, another 3 arrangement, 5-1 type, 4-2, AB5L type. Then it has square pyramidal shape. Example ClF5. And if it is 4-2, total 4 bond pair and 2 lone pair, then molecule type is AB4L2 type. It has square planar geometry and shape is square planar and molecule type is SeF4. Similarly, if for 7, this is pentagonal bipyramidal shape. So if all are bond pair, then 7, 0. So types of molecule AB7. This is pentagonal bipyramidal. If total number of electron pair is same as that of the bond pair, then its actual geometry and expected geometry is same. That is pentagonal bipyramidal. Example IF7, ICN7. And another one arrangement is possible, that is 6 bond pair and 1 lone pair. Molecule type is AB6L type and it has distorted pentagonal bipyramidal geometry, or you can say distorted octahedral geometry. And example XeF6 comes under this. So here the bond angle 120 degree 90 degree. In octahedral each bond angle is 90 degree, and in pentagonal bipyramidal the bond angles are 72 degree and another 90 degree. Okay, so this is the chart for that. Now we are going to discuss. Here I am going to discuss examples of some molecules. So already I have discussed about boron trichloride. Next come to for the examples of another one, that is here I am going to discuss the structure, the shape of some molecules. Look here, for formation of CH4. So the carbon atom has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. This is in ground state. In ground state, in excited state, the electronic configuration becomes 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1. Sorry, 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. In this carbon has now 4 unpaired electrons. And the carbon has 4 unpaired electrons and hydrogen has 1s1, 1 unpaired electron. In this carbon surrounded by 4 electrons and hydrogen surrounded by 1 electron. Look here in this way. So here the total this carbon in CH4, this carbon is total surrounded by only this bond pair electrons. So it's only surrounded by bond pair electrons. So its shape becomes tetrahedral. It has a regular geometry. So here one carbon, the bond pairs are remain like this. If we draw the bond line structure, it becomes like this. And when we join all these points, then it gives you a regular tetrahedral structure. So this structure is called a tetrahedral structure. And the bond angle between HCH, this bond angle, that will become 109 degree 28 minutes. And here also the bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. This is also 109 degree 28 minutes, and this is also 109 degree 28 minutes. So in this way, one remains like this, and the other hydrogen remains like this. Next come to another example of that is phosphorus pentachloride 5. Total electron number 5 comes for PCl5. Phosphorus pentachloride. For phosphorus pentachloride, phosphorus is electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p3. So 3px1, 3py1 and 3pz1. Okay, so in this it has electronic configuration, and in the third cell there is also another orbital is there 3d. This is in the ground state. Actually, this is the ground state configuration of phosphorus. In the excited state, where one electron is excited to higher energy state, that is 3d is there, and one electron from this S is excited to here. In this phosphorus surrounded by 5 unpaired electrons. So phosphorus surrounded by 5 unpaired electrons, and So the unpaired electrons that form the bond pair of the surrounding atoms, the unpaired electrons of surrounding atoms, and fluorine has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3px2, 3py2, and 3pz1. So it has one unpaired electrons. So these unpaired electrons now form bond pair with the surrounding atoms. In this way, fluorine remain here. So I am here just writing the unpaired electron. Okay. So fluorine remains here. So in this it is surrounded by 5 bond pairs. Then how it is the structure? The structure becomes now trigonal bipyramidal. So look here, this is the trigonal bipyramidal structure. This is the trigonal, phosphorus here, chlorine, chlorine, chlorine. So in this way, in one plane, 3 chlorine atoms remain, and another chlorine atoms remain here, another chlorine atom below this plane. In a plane, phosphorus is the center, 3 chlorine atoms, the 3 bond pairs. So these are the 3 bond pairs and 2 bond pairs remain. What is the bond angle? So this, the chlorine which remain in the plane, along the plane, that is known as equatorial. This is called equatorial plane. Equatorial chlorine atoms, an equatorial plane, and this is called axial. So the bond between this chlorine and this chlorine is actually 90 degree, and this is 90 degree. But bond between this chlorine and this chlorine atom, or this chlorine atom, or this chlorine atom, which remain in the plane, this bond angle here and here between this and this, that will become 120 degree. This shape is called trigonal bipyramidal. So if you arrange all these, then it gives you a trigonal bipyramidal shape. So this shape is a trigonal bipyramidal shape. Similarly, if we consider about SF6, for example, another SF6, then sulfur tetrafluoride, it has the geometry octahedral. So sulfur has also electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4, and in the excited, this is in the ground state, and in excited state it becomes 1s2, 2s1, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, 3px1, 3py1, 3pz1, then 3d x square minus y square 1 and 3d z square 1. Okay, in this is 6 unpaired electrons and they form bond pair with 6 chlorine atoms. So it has, as it is surrounded by only the bond pair electrons, in this way it has a regular octahedral shape. And the shape becomes like this. Look here, this is remain in a plane, and one remain above the plane, another remain below the plane. These are the bond pair electrons. One remain above the plane, one remain below the plane. So suppose you consider this is in a plane. Now this is in a plane. Okay, so one remain above the plane, and if you join this point to all these, then what type of shape you get? So this shape is known as your octahedral shape. So this shape is known as your octahedral shape. Okay, so this shape. So first join all these in square planar shape and join in triangular form. All these chlorine atoms join in this way. So this is square, one pyramid above, one pyramid below. This is square, two square pyramid, join them. What is the shape? That is known as your octahedral shape. And bond angle in each case, here and here, in each case, the bond angle is 90 degree. So these are some examples of some regular molecules of some regular geometry. Now let us look at the molecules of some irregular geometry. Look here, For example, ammonia, NH3. So nitrogen is the central atom, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. So in the valency shell there are 5 electrons, but it forms 3 bonds. In this way, nitrogen as it forms 3 bonds. So one, that is one lone pair electrons. There is presence of one lone pair electrons. So nitrogen 1, 2, 3, 4, another lone pair electron, and now this unpaired electron of nitrogen atom combined with hydrogen to form these bond pair electrons, and one electron remain as lone pair. And we know that the lone pair bond pair repulsion is greater than the bond pair repulsion. So here bond pair repulsion, between this hydrogen also bond pair repulsion, and this electron has lone pair electrons. So as the lone pair bond pair electron is greater than the bond pair repulsion, so the bond angle, so in this way this repulsion is more, in this way this bond angle slightly squeezed. So the slightly squeezed, the bond angle decreases from that of regular tetrahedral angle, that is 190 degree 28 minutes, and it becomes nearly equal to 107 degree. It becomes 107 degree. So N and H and H. So how to determine how many number of lone pairs are there and bond pairs are there? So first find out how many number of valence electrons, then subtract how many number of bonds it forms, then divide by 2, you can find out the number of lone pair electrons. So in this way you can see, and this bond angle that is equal to 107 degree instead of 109 degree 28 minutes. Okay. Similarly, in case of water also, formation of water H2O, the oxygen has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2 and 2pH2, 2pY1 and 2pZ1. That's 2 unpaired electrons and 2 lone pair electrons. You know, oxygen there is no d orbital, 2d, so there is no excitation of electrons. So 2s2 and 2, these are pair and these are single electron. So in this way, oxygen 2 lone pair and 2 unpaired, and hydrogen and another hydrogen. So O and H and H. And here the lone pair repulsion is again the lone pair repulsion greater than lone pair bond pair repulsion, greater than bond pair repulsion. In this way, bond angle again squeezed, and it becomes equal to 104.5 degree. Okay, so now I think you clear about how to determine the molecular shape. Look here, the shape of molecules according to BSE pair theory. So regular structure I have given for methane, for PCl5, BCl3 and also for SL6. So here some distorted structure, shape of molecule according to BSE pair theory. So shape of first ammonia, electronic configuration of the central atom nitrogen 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So as it has 3 valence electron, it has 5 valence electron, number of valence electron 5, it forms 3 bonds. So it forms 3 bonds. So as it forms 3 bonds with surrounding atom, it has 3 bond pair electrons. So number of bond pair electrons 3. So as there are 3 bond pair electrons, now how many number of unshared pair electron or lone pair electron? That is valence electron minus bond pair by 2. 5 minus 3 by 2, that is 1. Number of lone pair electron, that is 1. And total number of electron pair 4 plus 1, that's it. Total number 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. So as it is surrounded by 4 pair of electrons, its expected structure is tetrahedral. But due to lone pair bond pair repulsion greater than the bond pair repulsion, the bond angle is squeezed, decreased. Here in this case it become 107 degree instead of 107 degree, instead of 108 degree, instead of 109 degree 28 minute, instead of 109 degree 28 minute. And the shape is triangular pyramidal. In this way triangular shape. So here hydrogen, 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 and here nitrogen. If we join all the apexes of these atoms, then it gives a pyramidal shape, triangular pyramidal shape. Next come to shape of water molecule. So in water, the oxygen is the central atom, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p-H2, 2p-Y1 and 2p-Z1. It has 6 valence electron. This is the valence shell or the Moore shell. 6 valence electron. So number of valence electron 6 and number of bond formed, that is equal to 2. So 2 bond formed means monovalent atom. Number of bond pair is also 2. So number of bond formed 2. So number of bond pair, that is equal to 2. Then how many number of lone pair electrons? Number of valence electron minus number of bond pair by 2. So 6 minus 2 by 2, 4 by 2, that is equal to 2. Now total number of electron pair how much? It is 2 lone pair and 2 bond pair. So total 4 electron pair. So as it is surrounded by 4 pair of electrons, its structure should be tetrahedral. But here lone pair repulsion greater than lone pair bond pair repulsion greater than the bond pair repulsion. In this way, this repulsion is very less, so it is squeezed and the bond angle become 104.5 degree. And the shape, when you join the atoms, then the shape HOH, it gives angular shape or V shape. Similarly, you can discuss what is the structure of molecules for different, what is the structure of a shape of different molecules by applying this VSEPR theory. Okay, so just note down this point. So for methane also you can write in this way, for BCl3 also you can write in this way. And if any other given, HCF2 given, HCF4 given, HCF6 given, in all cases, how many number of valence electrons are there, how many number of lone pair are there, and how many number of bond pairs are there. You think about this and then you can draw the structure. Here I am going to explain the shape of another molecule, that is XeF2. You know xenon is the inert gas, as it is the inert gas, its atomic number is 54. You can write down what is the electronic configuration of this. So the electronic configuration of xenon is 1s2, 2h2, 2p6, 3h2, 3p6, then 4h2, 3d10, 4p6. After that, let us your 5h2, then 4d10, 5p6. So you can write the electronic configuration like this, and total number of valence electrons S2 P6, that is equal to 8. So number of valence electrons, that is equal to 8. Bond formed, that is equal to 2. Hence bond pair, that is equal to 2. Hence lone pair electrons, how much? 8 minus 2 by 2, it is 3. So total electron pair, 3 plus 2, 3 lone pair, 2 bond pair, so 3 plus 2, that is equal to 5. So as its structure is 5, its shape should be trigonal planar. But due to lone pair repulsion greater than bond pair repulsion, lone pair repulsion greater than bond pair repulsion, lone pair greater than bond pair greater than bond pair repulsion. In this way, its shape becomes linear. So its shape now becomes linear. In this way, xenon atom in trigonal shape, is surrounded by 3 lone pair electron and 2 bond pair electron. So here one chlorine atom, here one chlorine atom, and 3 lone pair electron in this way. So these two are bond pair electrons. Okay. So the shell and the bond angle now become 180 degree. Okay. So in this way its expected structure is trigonal bipyramidal, but the actual structure is linear. So in this way you can determine the shape of different molecules. So for today, up to this, in the next class we will go for another concept of this chapter.